So it's about 10:30 and I woke up and the sides of my tent were pushed in. I thought probably my stakes had come out, but I put heavy rocks on every stake knowing that it was going to really be a blow tonight, but turns out it's snow caked to my tent. I just knocked it off. So I've got snow in my vestibule. It's a blizzard out there. I thought it was raining. So this is March 1st on the Arizona Trail. So all of you people thinking about doing the Arizona Trail that might be still thinking about bringing your Hawaiian shirt, you might want to rethink that. Good morning, day 14. This should be an interesting day to find the trail. Yeah, there's no close town, so we're gonna either have to find the trail or just stay in the tent till this snow all melts. I've been hiking in Arizona for the past 10 winters, and I've never seen snow like this below 4,000 feet. It takes willpower to roll out of that tent at dark 30 in the morning in a snowstorm and get moving. Those blue Showa gloves are, they're not perfectly warm, but man, they are worth their weight in gold on a cold, wet, snowy morning like this. Still snowing, but finding the trail hasn't been a problem so far. Just have to watch the vegetation, watch your trail junctions. I'm hoping it's gonna clear up today sometime. So it has stopped snowing. I can actually see some blue sky, and I'm so glad that I traded out my Z-Packs Dyneema poncho for this. I'm sitting on it right now, but I've been wearing it all day. Patrol poncho, and then these Montbell chaps. They not only keep you dry, they keep you warm, because not only was it snowing, it was blowing. And my biggest fear was I wasn't going to be able to find the trail, but it's slow. But if you watch for where they've cut vegetation out, you're okay until you come to some clear areas. But it's time for breakfast. I don't know what the day's gonna bring. Coming into, all day yesterday, I knew it was calling for a winter weather watch until 5 o'clock. So when 5 came and went, you know, even though it was cloudy and windy, I thought that weatherman must have been smoking something. So it started raining about 6 when I set camp. And I went to sleep, woke up at 10 or 10:30, and I told you I thought my tent was caving in just from a stake maybe coming out. It was in my face. Then I felt it and it was hard. So the snow is wet, just caked up on that tent, and I was able to keep knocking it off all night, but it was probably 60-mile-an-hour wind, and my tent was acting as a snow fence, just catching it all. But everything inside was dry. I'm a happy camper. So last night's a perfect example of why you pack for the worst, not for the best. If you were out here cowboy camping last night, you had some real misery. If search and rescue had to come find you, they probably just hauled your body over to Tombstone, Arizona and put you on Boot Hill. So in a blizzard like that, you want to have a good solid shelter, and that's what I have with that Hillyberg. The other thing I wanted to talk about were my Ultra Lone Peak Mid all-weather boots I brought on this trip. I just did a review on those, and I said they had event material in them, which isn't why I bought them. But now that I've had time to use them, I've been through water, my feet are dry. I've been through deep water where my boots are underwater, and of course they fill with water, but they dried quickly. But really today is where I'm thankful for them. I'm walking in 4 or 5 inches of snow, and my feet are dry, my feet are warm. If I had my other Ultras on, my feet would be wet and cold. So now I'm an event fan, and I do like these boots a lot. So far, no rattlers today. I've been looking for the rare snowshoe rattlesnake. It's not seen very often, but when a predatory blizzard like last night comes through, they come out. They don't really rattle, they shiver. So you just have to listen for shivering. I'm getting low on water, but it's all around me. I just have to melt some of it, I guess. I still have a 1/4 liter left. You know, I said last night at that last stop, mile 237, that the water cache there was full of private water, and I said, you know, don't use that water. It's not yours. People went to a lot of trouble of putting it there, but it's got their name on it. It's got a date when they think they're coming through, which those were 2-3 weeks out. And people are already dipping into their water. And so my suggestion, if you're going to go to all the trouble of staging water for yourself, is to hide it from your fellow hikers. Because not everybody out here hiking is a leave no trace, honest person, and they need water. They're going to take yours. They have taken yours. So just when you see those, you come out to those boxes, go up the trail 50 yards and make yourself a rock cairn to mark it, and then go back in the bush and hide it, out of sight, out of mind. That way when you get there, your water will be there. Nobody's going to go off the trail looking for water, but if it's in that box and they want water, oftentimes they'll take it and have. I apologize for them, but I told you, I've warned you. There's 8 billion people on the planet. Half of them are assholes. Having my second breakfast for lunch. I had to wait for my snow to melt to get enough water, but now it makes for nice ice cold milk for my cereal. So, just a little FYI, if you don't know, you can't, if you're carrying a stove, which I'm not, you just can't fill your pot with snow and melt it. I mean, all you're gonna do is burn your snow, and you're gonna get some water that tastes like liquid charcoal. You've got to start out with some liquid, bring that to a boil, then dump your snow in, or do what I'm doing. I just fill my bottles with snow. I got solar energy today that's melting it. It's a slow process, but it works. Actually, I've run into a few people today. First, Walking Tapeworm. He's doing the Grand Enchantment Trail, which is part of the AZT first part. He's headed east. He's gonna hit some snow because there's gonna be some high country over there. I can still see the Catalinas from here, and it looks like a giant baked Alaska, so I don't know who's up there right now, but they're not having fun. And then I just ran into a real nice New Zealand couple. Actually, they told me they had watched my video about the pack rat, so they knew who I was. But anyway, they're doing it the smart way. They skipped the Sky Islands. They had read that this section was hot and dry. So last night was probably a real shock for them. But it is going to get, by Saturday, this is Thursday, supposed to be 70. A lot of the snow is melted off. I keep packing it into my water bottles. This is kind of a dry section for a water carry, but the snow is a blessing, really. I just keep packing snow in and it melts, and I'll hit water probably before I camp tonight. Anyway, then they're going to go back and do the Sky Islands. And once they get to Sunflower, I told them, you know, it'd be smart not to go up on the Mogollon Rim past Pine until at least April. Keep smiling. This is the water I've been looking for all day. A lot faster than snow melt. Okay, we're going to drop the curtain on day 15. It's been an interesting one. I'm camped right in a high saddle, which isn't the smartest place to camp in a wind, but the wind can't be much worse than it was last night. I don't think we're going to get snow. And I set up a little early because my tent's soaking wet. I packed it away in the snow, so I'll let it dry here for a half hour before I start setting up. I also noticed my pads job. I put a lot of tenacious tape on there, but that snow last night just ripped it right back open. Like I say, my tent last night was acting like a snow fence, so that whole side and the door were all pushed in with a snowbank. So I'll have to fix it again.